need 4 volunteers from table number 22. Give them a hand. Give them a hand as they come. 4 volunteers from table number 22. 4 volunteers from table number 22. I need you 2, and I need these 2. Lauren, where are you? I need you, and I need you right here. Yes. Give them a hand as they come. Give them a hand as they come. Now, I want you to watch this very closely. Okay, I want you to go to the back, right there by that guy's shoe. What's your name? Phil. By Phil. Des, I want you to come up here by that guy's shoe. I want you to go back there on the side by the lady in the black, and I want you to go on the side by the lady in the yellow. Now, sometimes in life, we are given tasks. We are given obstacles. We set a team to go drive value for clients. And sometimes there are a lot of moving parts, but you assemble great people and great teams. And sometimes, we have things that we have to do, things that we have to get done. We rely on resources all around us to help us get it done. And we go on as leaders living our existence full of value, full of intention, full of effort. And sometimes we do this and we realize that there is a long road ahead, but that's why you're here. That's why you're invested in the Wise Firm. That's why you're here to make a difference. We are invested in the effort. And sometimes it just happens that way that people look to you and they pick you. And they pick you to drive that value, to make a statement. But sometimes, as leaders, we are given work that we don't often understand what to do. Please blindfold the gentleman. Please blindfold the gentleman. Please blindfold the gentleman. Turn that way, please. Turn this way. And sometimes we're turned around. And sometimes because we're turned around, do we need a head substitute or a head detective? Hold on, stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Yes, yes, yes. What's your name? What's your name? Yes. Let's give Tony a hand as he comes. He's our head substitute. Come on, Tony. And sometimes we're blinded to the effort, but it happens. And all of a sudden, you can go sit down. Blindfold the gentleman. Turn him this way. And sometimes we're blindfolded to the fact that we cannot see. Please tie the knot. Don't think it fit on his head?
Evidently, I'm just not very skilled.
Is that good? That's good. Okay. And sometimes we're tied. And we don't know where it's going, but we know we've been given work to do. We've given a project to do. Our client has given us pressure. But sometimes we are blinded to the effort. We just know what we have to get done. Now, I want you to stay right here. I want you to watch closely. I'm going to give you this receptacle. And sometimes we're given things to hold. It could be the secrets of our clients. It could be the integrity of our billable hours. It could be the fact that we are driving value right here. But often, we are oblivious to what's going to happen. We just know what we've been given to do. And we live what we're given to do, not how we get there. Now, I want you to watch closely. Audience, this side of the room, this is your right side. You are his right side. Your job is to get this gentleman from this side of the room to that side of the room. Come over. Come over here. And drop what he has in his hand here. Now, this side of the room, you are his right side. Your job is to get this gentleman from this side of the room to this side of the room and drop what he has here. Now, here's the rule. No one can get up. No one can touch any of the participants. You have to stay in your seats, and you have to guide your people where they need to go. Now, I'm going to give you this, okay? And again, you are his side. You have to get this gentleman here. Hold out your hands. I'm going to give you this. You have to get him there, and you have to get him in green over here. Now, I'm going to count down from 3, 2, 1, and we're going to go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. You cannot take off your blindfold. You cannot take off your blindfold. You cannot take off your blindfold. Killed it. Now stay there, stay there, stay there. Stay there, stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Here, come here, come here. You're awesome. Stay up here. Take a picture of me in the sky, please. Right here. Take a picture, come over here. Come here.
Wait a minute, it's on me. Okay.
Now, stay there. Take this picture, Ken. Now I want you to watch closer. Here we go. Now, what did you notice?
She started hollering. Yeah,
she started hollering.
Yeah. But he listened.
He listened. He started hollering. He listened. What did you notice?
I noticed that it took multiple leaders because Philip had to start and then somebody else had to finish.
He had to start. Someone else had to finish. What did you notice?
She's got a really loud voice.
She's got a loud voice. 44. What did you notice?
I noticed that as soon as he got close, she started being more specific with the directions to get him where he needed to go.
As soon as she got close, she started being more specific with the directions. Now, what did you notice over here? What did you notice?
She was loud.
She was loud. What did you notice, Amy?
She was specific.
She was specific. Now, anyone else? Anyone else notice anything different? Yes, Deborah.
He trusted her. He trusted her.
He trusted her, and what?
We abandoned Tony as soon as she started yelling. Sorry. We couldn't,
Tony.
you couldn't hear us. You couldn't hear
right,
us.
Because Tony was abandoned. Yes.
Suzanne took charge.
Suzanne took charge. Anyone else notice anything else that you want to share? Yes.
Once she started talking, everybody on this side of the room stopped. They allowed her to lead.
They allowed her to lead. What would you notice?
It was really muddled before she started yelling.
Before she started, it was muddled. There were multiple people, multiple bosses. Yes.
She found a way around the rules that you put out there. She found a better way.
She found a better way. Anyone else? What did you notice? Now, here's the point. Leaders are great listeners. Think about it. You had to get through this maze. You didn't know this was all here. You had to get through this maze by the will. Now, how did you get to where you got?
From her directions.
From her directions.
Her voice.
How did it start? When it started off for you, what was it like?
Nervous, anxious, but when she got louder, it kind of just motivated me just to go for it.
Okay. Now, how did you get to where you got?
I have no idea. I wanted to listen to her. I wanted to just listen to her, and I was slightly
He was on the other team. He wanted to listen to her.
Exactly.
Now, here's the point. Leaders are great listeners. I know you're doing some work on feedback and listening, but think about it. How you listen shapes how you lead. How you listen shapes how you lead. And for many of us, we know what we're doing, but we often don't think about how we listen and how we lead. And I love the fact that you're doing this work on feedback because it talks about not just how you give feedback, but how you receive feedback. And if we correlate that to how you listen and how you lead, this is a very powerful example of what happens every single day. For many of us, we have multiple bosses and we're pulled in multiple directions. And even Tony, he didn't know who to listen to. And there's chaos. And sometimes, how do we get our way through the chaos, not knowing what we have to do? How do we get our way? Sometimes you hear a voice. And it could be the voice that is giving you the clearest direction. It could be the voice of consensus, wherever the group is telling you to go, that's where I'm going to go. It could be a voice that you trust. Or it could be the loudest voice. The most direct voice. The voice of authority. The voice of impact. The voice of reason that got you here to your goal. The point is, as leaders, we should always know how we listen and how it shapes how we lead. Because there's a direct correlation. And we should tell people how we are going to listen. If we know that we're going to listen to the loudest result, if he knew that, he's going to be more to listen to your voice earlier in the process. If you told him that I'm going to listen to the clearest direction, then he's going to listen to the people who say take 2 steps to the left, take 3 steps to the right, take 3 steps forward. If you tell people wherever the group's telling us to go, that's what we're going to do, that's what they're going to do. Or if you tell there's a voice that you trust, one person whose voice you're going to look out and to weed out the noise that you trust, that's where you go. So the takeaway here is, in being an organization of amazing leaders, you should always know and share how you listen and how it shapes how you lead. It helps you to avoid the pitfalls and the blind spots and the things that you don't see. But it starts with you. And it starts with your listening ear. Because your listenership equals your leadership. Give them a hand. Give them a hand. Great job. Give them a hand. Great job. Give them a hand. Great job. Let me take the bar for it. Give them a hand. Now, I want to go back to something. Thank you so much. I want to go back to something. And I'm purposely being intentional to have you think as opposed to just look at something on a screen. Here's a set of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you had to stand behind one of those numbers, Joe, where would you stand?
4.
4. Where would you stand, Stephanie?
1.
1. Where would you stand, Patricia?
1.
1. Where would you stand?
1.
1. Where would you stand?
1.
1. Where would you stand?
2.
2. Where would you stand?
2.
2. Where would you stand?
1.
1. Most people, when you ask them to stand behind this set of numbers, they rush with quick resolve to stand behind number 1. But what number offers the greatest value? What number is the most valuable number? 4. We have a lot of accountants and actuaries and math folks in the room. Right? Think about it. And engineers. What number offers the greatest value? Number 4. But most people want to stand behind number 1. The point is, in life, you see what you look for. I want you to digest that for a second. In life, you see what you look for. If you see value, then you're going to realize that the most important set of numbers in this set of numbers is number 4 because it's the most valuable. So your quick response is going to be number 4. And that's your default position. A lot of people just look at, this is first. This is my title. This is my role. This is my boss. This is my impact. The fact is, regardless of where you sit, regardless of the title that you have, the role that you have, as leaders, you draw value from wherever you sit, even if you are farthest down the line. You could still be the most valuable person in the room or to your client. In life, you see what you look for. And it drives an amazing value to show up as a leader. So leaders have vision. Leaders make a choice to make an impact. Leaders make a choice to see value. And they also make a choice to listen and let others know how they listen.